if you can see, there is a bending of colors over here, or the cloth over here, and this area is somehow dark blue in color. But unfortunately, if I go back to my alpha, it should be pretty much opaque over here. So if I go to my alpha here, it should be actually 255, something like this, pretty hard, pretty white, and fully opaque. But unfortunately, there are some areas which is semi-transparent. As you can see, the value of this is right now in 228 or maybe 227. But if I go back here, if I select my cursor over here, it's in 255. So it should be pretty much opaque, just as this cloth, because this area is not semi-transparent. So what you got to do is you can go back to alpha here, and there is an option known as clip white. So what does it do is reducing the values. So right now it is in 0. What it will do, it will make these semi-transparent areas more opaque. So it depends upon how you want to control, because decreasing the value towards a greater extent might result to more making these areas, the cloth for this might get more opaque, which we do not want. So just decrease this down something like 87, and let us see what we have got this for this. So this is semi-transparent only, but let us just go to 100 and just see this. If I go back to my RGB and if I decrease this down 83, or maybe I make this to maybe 88, what do I get? So this is slightly semi-transparent. And if I go again, this is 255. Yeah, pretty cool. Let us go back to alpha to check this. So if I go here, it's 255, which is pretty fine for me. So just increasing or decreasing in value haphazardly or randomly will not help, because you have to check your entire shot, and even on each and every aspect, as I said, top, bottom, left, right. So just if I just take this to maybe decrease this down to maybe suppose 20, so it will make this entire thing reverse. So if I take this something like this, so it has already made this fully opaque, which I do not want, as this is semi-transparent. So just take back this to, let me take back this to 88, so I get this transparency pretty fine. And even this area over here is 255. So let us make this to 90 and see what that happens. Yeah, it's 255, so pretty fine for me. Go back to alpha here, and yeah, we can check this. 255, pretty fine. Again, this area over here is 231. So let us go back to 88. So finally we have landed up to 80 with 100% opaqueness of the cloth, which is 255. And let us see on this. This is slightly semi-transparent. Now if I go back to my RGB again, so this is what we are getting. Now if you want to check how does it looks, is you can actually take a solid over here. So just come over here, right click, new, solid. I'll be clicking over here, and this color is actually fine for me, and I'll be dragging this down so that I can see what have I got. Just save this file. Now if I zoom in here, so this area, if you see, this is actually semi-transparent, and this gray, or the gray solid what I've taken, is very visible pretty nicely. Now one more thing what you can do is, in order to avoid this patch, if you can see, this is looking pretty much linear over here. So just go to mask here, and if you can see, there is a mask something like this. You can just increase the feather maybe to 10, so that it gives you a nice feeling of the shadow. Yeah, something like this. You can increase this more, because you do not want this kind of linear shadow over here, which it is coming, as it is looking pretty vague. Just go on increasing this. Yeah, this looks pretty fine now. You can actually take this something like this. Yeah, so it is actually following a very circular kind of shadow, and is looking actually nice. So that's, yeah, pretty fine for me. You can actually decrease down the feather maybe by 3 pixels more and take this to 20. So earlier it was this, if you can see this kind of linear shadow which was not looking good, so I made this increase to the mask feather by 20 pixels and it's forming a very nice follow through. You can also check that in your alpha. Just check this off, which is your background, and yeah, this is looking pretty good. Even there is some semi-transparency which has been maintained over here in the cloth here, so it seems that our key is really nice here. And through this process you have keyed out this and you have also maintained the shadow. So in our next session we will be moving on and we'll be placing a background and we will be compositing it through some color correction tools. I hope you guys are able to learn this and know the importance of generating a matte. So by this thing we have actually generated a matte here which is pretty much nice as per the industry standard.